Hey everyone, today we have beavers causing a problem here on this roadway. Just take a look at how high up this water is to the roadway. I see a few fence posts in here. This may have been a farm at some point. Really old fence posts. It's only about a foot below the road. It's gonna start crossing eventually. Let me show you the culvert, then we're gonna clear a little bit of it today. Oh, you can see excavator tracks. This happens all the time where they have to come in here and clear this. So it's right here. You can actually see the top of the pipe right here where water is starting to get inside it. See that? We just created a little bit of flow. We'll get this open more in a moment. Just let me show you where it's coming out. That's really cool, that beaver structure. So here's where it comes out. Take note, there's like no flow coming out of here, and take note that it's a very big pipe. And this is where it goes underneath these old train tracks, which is now an ATV, snowmobile, bike trail. Then it hits another larger river. Let's get this thing opened up so we can continue on our way. This should not take long at all. Beavers are going to be angry about this. All right, we got that one going pretty well. Remember how big of a pipe that was. It's still only open halfway, but it's built many feet inside of here, which is inaccessible to do without heavy machinery. Let's see what's going on across the street. Yeah, we got that thing flowing a lot better. A lot better than before. I could see it flowing down here. It's got to bring this whole drainage ditch up to level before it starts flooding its way through this culvert. That's a nice granite culvert. Granite box culvert. Probably over 100 years old, but it'll be around well longer than any of these culverts you can find out here. How are we gonna get past this guy? That pile he's leaving is like 2 feet high. There we go. Letting us go. Now he's getting right back into position to continue. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this rut. I'm like uncomfortably close to that drainage ditch. At some point, I might just have to take my luck through this pile. Oh wow, whole family of ducks just hauled their way out of here so fast when they saw me. They didn't expect me. Hey everyone, today we're here at this beaver swamp and we're about to do a unclogging. You see this? There's many beaver dams that have been taken out previously by the DOT. Just take a look at these platforms. There's a platform on each side of the culvert, meaning it clogs a lot, that they have access ready to go for the beavers. Look, evidence of another dam going across here. Numerous beaver debris everywhere. Here's the end of the culvert. There's a gigantic dam on the other side. Look at this. This was all many feet deeper before the DOT did it last time. Oh, there's a school of fish too. So this side will rise a little bit. The other side will fall a little bit. Let me show you a little bit on the other side before we get to clearing this. The other side, we have this road here, which I can tell would definitely flood if this water was only 2 or 3 feet higher. Take a look at these tiny little canals everywhere. Those little canals are made by the beavers. Just check that out. That right there would have had water. That was one of their little canals. There's a beaver lodge, which is probably abandoned now. It's way up out of the water. This water was at least 2 feet deeper. Look at that. Telephone pole in the water. That's not supposed to be there. And here's more excavator access out. Excavator access down here, up top, down here. The beavers have a giant pile of stuff here ready to build. See this? This is their reserve. That might be an active beaver lodge. It doesn't look like one because it's pretty old, covered in plants. But you see you have one entrance and 2 entrances right there. If a beaver does notice me here and they're very angry, that's where they'll be coming from. But take a look over here. That's where the actual blockage is. So I'm gonna have to get my big high boots on for this job. Let's see if I can get down there right now first. See what exactly is going on. That's a big old beaver dam. Yeah, it is. This is one where we're really gonna have to watch out for angry beavers. It's in such close proximity. Pretty scary. Coming to check out another beaver swamp, and they have a platform here for the excavator to get out here. So this might be a pretty big clog. Oh yeah, this is definitely a massive job when it does happen. And I hear falling water. That means there might be a blockage. Got multiple telephone poles right in there. Let's take a peek below. What do we got? Oh my gosh. That's quite the beaver dam. Yeah, it is. Let's gear up. All right, everyone, we're all geared up and ready to do this. Today is the 7th of June, 2022. Almost 7 p.m. It's about to become dusk shortly, and that's when the beavers come out. But once I start draining this, that may piss them off extremely early, since most of their lodge entrances are already out. If they still exist here, which I think they do. None of this stuff here is extremely fresh, but it could be in the last few weeks or month. Let's see how I want to set this up. Alrighty, hopefully beavers don't get too angry while I'm doing this and try to steal this camera or bite me. I guess I'm just a little too nervous to work with these beavers. They're too close. They're only like 30 feet away. They're home. The only good that came of this so far is we are going to get the water down about a foot from that altercation right there. And it made me nervous back here. A few times there was a bunch of splashes in the water. Thought that was the beaver coming. It's not. I don't know what kind of fish they are, but there's dozens of fish here trapped in this pond because of this beaver pond. They can't get back downstream. Now that I open this up, there's quite a few fish rushing downstream now to get out of here. There's quite a few of them. There's also a few crayfish down here under the water. I can tell by the edge we already dropped this thing 4 or 5 inches. Wow, just look at the end of the culvert. You can see it right there. I'm referring to the banks. The banks are already looking a bit dry. This culvert's big and it has a flat bottom. It's one of those flat bottom culverts. Below the water line you're seeing, it probably goes down 3 more feet or so. So that's about a 3-foot tall beaver dam. Or it was. Now it's like 2.5. The part I cut open over there is maybe 2. So there was definitely recent beavers here, but I don't know if they're active now. They may have been trapped and relocated. Just threw my rake up top. Here's why I think they may be relocated. They've been doing a lot of beaver relocating this year in northern New England. They're tired of this problem. Yep, we already lost a bunch here. Because usually by now, the beavers would have been out and active. See this? That flooded drainage ditch around the telephone pole is now going to be completely drained. But that right there is the entrance to the lodge. Where are these beavers? Yes, that's a lodge. It's a fairly small one, but very well disguised. To me, that looks like an active tunnel, but there's no very fresh beaver debris. Usually, you'd see very fresh marks. These are maybe a few weeks old. Very fresh because they got to keep their teeth down. They never stop growing. They always have to chew on something, even if they're fully satisfied with the depth of their pond. It's dropping. This water level sure is dropping. Even if I was to stay here and keep breaking that thing down, I don't think there's enough water here to help suck all the debris out of the pipe. Because this drained fast. Look at all that land showing right there. That's not plants, that's sand. This right here, that's all sand. And there's more fish jumping. They're all making their way out. So where are these beavers? Usually water drop would make them come out immediately. But then again, these entrances were already showing. So if they do happen to be in there, this may not alert them. They wouldn't actually be in its presence. But also, why haven't they taken this time since the last time this thing was cleared to get that beaver dam out of there? They might already be relocated. Notice how all the beaver structures, that big grate, that cage, they're not down here. They may already be relocated. Oh, that's cool. Look what this stream is doing. See how it's doing that big S pattern? See, it's going all the way around the edge, back out. I'll give you another shot of that in a moment. All right, I think we're all set here. These beavers are actually probably relocated. If you look down there, that's a very big pond over there. I was down there earlier, but the beaver dam holding that pond up is not affecting a culvert, which would make it illegal to remove. That one down there is at least 3 to 5 acres. It's a pretty big pond. I'm coming over here because I hear water gushing like crazy. But where? Oh yes, look at this. See how they put this baffle rock here? Look at all that sand down here. Yes, from that beaver culvert we just unclogged. Yes, this is sediment. These beavers have literally washed this road out before. Look at all this sediment that got pushed off this road. Ton of it. Yep, they've washed out this road before. Here's another culvert. So did they clog this one too? This is the water I must be hearing. I don't think there's any blockage on it at all. No, there's not. But this culvert needs to be replaced. It's in horrible shape. Very rusty. You can hear a lot of rushing water here. But why is the water rushing here? Why is it not taking that other culvert down there? Let's see exactly where this is coming from. Oh, there it is. This water is so extremely clean. Look at that. That's crystal clear. This might just be a drainage ditch. No. It crosses just to cross back again right there. And if for whatever reason, if this culvert gets clogged, it can just go down here to the next one. This is so stupid, whoever came up with this. So you know what this literally means? This culvert right here is a big 4-foot culvert. If this one here keeps running, right? If that one down there gets clogged, or this one ever gets at full capacity, it's gonna wash out the road there. Why would they put this massive culvert up here, but such a dinky one down there? Yes, it does look like if this water was only a little bit higher, it would gush down there anyways. But why is the pipe so big? This doesn't make any sense. So let's get a far view of the beaver pond on this road. Yeah, so at some point this whole thing must have been full. See where all that grass is? I imagine this was all water before the DOT intervened. When this was all water, that means this road right here was in serious trouble. All right, coming here one more time before we take off. Yeah, this is definitely deserted. There's no beavers here. No, there's not. Definitely deserted. Here we are down below that much larger pond. So right here, we have a massive beaver dam. That's what this little hill is. That's holding up a 3 or 5 acre pond. Then right below it, we have another beaver dam right here. Both in really good spots. They're not gonna cause any trouble. And then we have a tiny little bridge here. Really nice with granite blocks. All right, we got this draining pretty good. That's all it took. Just a build-up of plants on the edge. Easily able to get that out. The majority of this puddle will leave now. Let's take a look at where it's going. It looks pretty cool off this bridge. Oh, that is awesome. Look at the water we just released. You can literally see it coming in. See how it's dirty water down there? You can literally see where it's tumbling down the hill in there. See it? The water we just unclogged. It's coming down the hill and making some dirty water as it comes in down here. From further away, you can see it a little bit better. See where it's coming in? Dirty water entering the river. It's just about done. Beautiful place. Look at the railing here. Someone must have crashed into this railing, so they had to put the guardrail over it. broken right off. And the water looks like, yeah, it's basically done draining. Here goes the water down to the river. This is a pretty cool route it took. The water must already be coming here because you see how it has its own tiny little drainage stream bed. And we made a big muddy cloud down there in the water. Big muddy cloud. I wonder if we can see that from the other side of the bridge. Did it flow down here yet? A little bit. It's a little bit discolored. Thanks for watching, everybody.